How much money is enough? It's a question almost everyone asks, but very few people answer. Because enough is a moving target. For someone who has nothing, enough means security. For someone struggling to pay bills, enough means peace of mind. For someone raising a family, enough means knowing their children are safe and cared for. Money matters. It can feed a hungry family, provide a home, pay for education, bring comfort during difficult times. There is nothing wrong with wanting enough money to live well. In fact, there is something deeply responsible about it. The problem begins when enough quietly becomes just a little more. Have you ever noticed that the amount we once dreamed of eventually becomes the amount we barely notice? A salary that once seemed impossible later feels ordinary. Savings that once brought peace soon no longer feel sufficient. The number changes, but the feeling rarely does. Why? Because money can solve many problems, but it was never meant to answer the deeper questions of the heart. Money can buy comfort. It cannot buy contentment. It can buy a beautiful house. It cannot make that house feel like home. It can buy a vacation. It cannot guarantee wonder. It can buy medicine. It cannot promise peace. Sometimes we expect money to do things it was never created to do. And when it cannot, we assume we simply need more. Perhaps the wiser question is not how much money is enough. Perhaps it is enough for what? Enough to live with dignity, enough to care for your family, enough to prepare for tomorrow, enough to be generous, enough to sleep peacefully at night without constant fear. Those are beautiful goals. But beyond that, what are we really chasing? If you already have enough to live comfortably, if your needs are met, if the people you love are cared for, what is the purpose of endlessly wanting more? There is nothing wrong with becoming wealthier. If your work creates value, if your success allows you to help more people, to build, to create, to give, then wealth can become a beautiful form of service. The danger is not having more. The danger is believing that more will finally make us enough. There is a quiet difference between more and contentment. More says, I'll be happy when. Contentment says, I am grateful now, even while I continue to grow. More always lives in tomorrow. Contentment lives in today. More is driven by comparison. Contentment is guided by purpose. More asks, what else can I get? Contentment asks, what good can I do with what I already have? One keeps the heart restless. The other gives it room to breathe. Perhaps the richest people are not those with the largest fortunes. Perhaps they are the ones who have reached a beautiful place where they can say, I have enough. Not because they have stopped dreaming, not because they have stopped working, but because they have stopped measuring their life by a number that never stops growing. Spiritually, this is where freedom begins. When money becomes a servant instead of a master. When we earn without becoming owned by what we earn. When our wealth no longer determines our worth. When generosity becomes more exciting than accumulation. Because in the end, we will not be remembered for the size of our bank account. We will be remembered for what flowed through it. The lives we lifted, the opportunities we created, the kindness we shared, the hope we gave. Money is a wonderful tool, but it is a poor destination. So perhaps the real question isn't how much money is enough. Maybe it's, if I already have enough to live a good life, what is the purpose of wanting more? Perhaps the answer is not to stop growing, but to make sure that as our wealth grows, our wisdom grows with it. Our generosity grows with it. Our gratitude grows with it. Because a person who has enough and knows it may already possess one of the greatest forms of wealth there is. And maybe that's where today's reflection begins.